Welcome back. Now, technology needs an expert. And while handling issues like recycling, how do we integrate technology with the environment, we need an expert. And what we're here to discuss today is what is Mr. Green all about? What exactly are they doing? How are they integrating technology with the environment? This is right now.
Before it takes care of you, yeah, freshness, sweetness, happiness, the surrounding breeze.
I'm Gladys Wairemo-Kibe, and I'm the head of sourcing in Mr. Green. Yeah.
What exactly is Mr. Green?
Mr. Green is a company that sells pre-processed materials with a social, traceable, environmental impact.
Okay. By traceable,
Yeah.
what exactly do you mean by traceable?
Okay, we use application, and we have tried to make recycling sort of, I would say, more professional. And we have an app that we use to correct our materials. So when you sell, for example, if you come today and sell materials to Mr. Green and keep on selling, and then you come after a year, we will give you a record of what you have sold to Mr. Green, because that app can capture everything and what we have paid out, what we have corrected from you, and what type of material.
Is the app Mr. Green, or what's the name of the app?
It's a Mr. Green app. Yeah, just for us.
So this app keeps the record
Yes.
of all the waste someone
Has brought. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What in the net? I did not expect that. So after that, like monitor what this waste someone has brought in, what do you do with it?
Well, we always want to know who are the people who bring the most impact in the company. And mostly the people who have impact here is the small suppliers. Small suppliers are these suppliers, like the waste pickers, who are going direct to the streets and collecting the waste. Yes. So they have a huge impact in the company. Yeah.
But by waste pickers,
Yes.
what exactly do you Mr. Green deal with in terms of raw materials?
Okay, we buy plastics, that is HDPE and PP, and we also do PET. We also buy aluminum cans, and we buy cartons. Yeah. But what we pre-process is the HDPE, PP, and PET. For the cartons, we also pre-process. We do bearing, and then sell when it's baled. Yeah.
Because at times, when did Mr. Green decide to involve pickers? You know?
Yeah.
Why, when?
In 2014, that's when we involved the waste pickers.
Was there something that led to that?
Yes, because before then we were sourcing using trucks, and we realized we are not getting enough materials. And so we sat down and thought, where can we get enough materials to sustain the company? And two, where we were buying our materials, we were buying from other yards, where we felt like a waste picker is not treated right, or they are not being given the right process, the right price of the work, good work they are doing. And so that's why we came up and decided that, well, we are going to deal with them directly, and instead of having middlemen and like letting the waste picker benefit from the hard work they are doing. Yeah.
Do these pickers get benefit or loyalty or something?
Yeah, we have a loyalty program whereby I've told you we have an app. So with the app, we can be able to know how much the waste picker has brought. And therefore, at the end of the month, we calculate the whole amount they have brought, and we translate it into cash. So let's say, for instance, if a waste picker has brought 100 kgs, so we give 100 shillings by the end of the month. So we calculate what they have brought and give the same amount.
All right.
Yes.
Meaning, after they bring in, they bring in by their app, and then you give them their loyalty after that.
Yes.
So when you get the materials, you definitely start the processing part.
Yes.
So you basically like buy from them.
Yes, we buy. We pay immediately per kg, and then at the end of the month, we calculate the whole kgs and pay the royalty.
All right.
Yes.
So there's always the point where we talk about professionalism.
Yes.
How do you maintain that? With the waste products, yeah,
Okay.
waste has been told, whether you deal with waste, that is
Yes.
not, a cup of tea. How do you do that?
We have tried as much as we can because this is a business like any other. And it is a business that involves a lot of informality. And therefore, we want to try make it formal. We are trying our best to make everything formal and to show the community or any other person that it is a business like any other. It's not like taking waste pickers as thieves or of people who are not valued in the community as people, the perception with people. It's a business as any other, and you can make money out of it. And yeah.
Okay, you just preached. Thank you. So when you talk about the final product of the waste,
Yes.
and what do you do with it? Because they've been packaged.
Yeah.
What next?
Okay, up to our final, because what we do, we buy, and then we do the pre-processing to the level of washing. So after washing, that's where we package and we sell to the companies that are doing the final product. Yeah.
So the companies, do they come here and pick them? Do they
Yes.
order via the app, or you just order?
They call and maybe inquire what we have, or we call them whenever we have, and then they'll come and do the correction, or sometimes we do deliver.
How many employees do you have?
Currently we have 73. Yes, because we have now the factory, and we have our correction points outside the company, the factory, and that's where we have a large number of employees, because currently we have 25 correction points. Yes.
And are you planning to expand? Because you're doing a good job, let's agree.
Yeah, that's for sure. We are expanding, because by next year we are planning to have 30 trading points, actually 40 trading points, which will be basically outside Nairobi. Yeah.
Now let's tackle the elephant in the room, and it's in terms of the projects and the environment. Do you feel like there's an impact you're doing with the project?
Yeah, sure. There's a huge impact, because if you've seen outside what we have outside, and you can imagine how much is produced by the consumers. So every now and then we have a lot of plastics in the streets, and all the areas that we have our correction centers. You can already tell there is an impact, and we also do cleanup days. So whenever we feel like, yeah, that is the exchange with the community, because we go back to them and do the cleanup days. And so to make sure that where we have our correction points, we can already show out that there's something that is happening outside there. Yeah.
So your parting shot, because we've come to an end. What's your parting shot? What would you say?
I would reach out to the community and tell them a waste picker is a very valuable person, and they do a very honorable job, and I think it's very important to respect them. And instead of throwing your bottle outside the bus when the bus is moving, or maybe put together the waste that you produce in the house, just do a simple segregation and give it out to the waste pickers, and I'm telling you for sure they're going to take it to the respective places.
Ooh, freshness, sweetness, happiness that the surrounding brings. Freshness, sweetness, happiness that the surrounding brings. Take care of your nature. takes care of you.
While most of you might see like waste and everything seems to be a hurdle, someone somewhere is making good use of it, and you at home can always make a difference. First, by recycling the little waste you have. The bottles that you have right now can usually or can help someone. Well, that's all we had for you in today's episode. My name is Anne Mashari. Until next time, stay tuned.